Hare Krishna students, good afternoon everyone. So today is our first class after vacation. So we have to complete our third chapter, that is functions and formulas. So we have already discussed the first 2 pages of that chapter. That was the points are creating a basic formula. How can we use those formula like sum function and average function? We will learn about all those functions today, and some basic formulas using text formulas and range in formula. How can we use that range in our cells? How can we fill our cells? So we have already complete the first 2 page, that is up to using ranges in formula. Today we will start from types of cell references. I have already told you that types of cell references are of 3 types. First one is relative reference, second one is absolute reference, and third one is mixed reference. So, if you have your textbook, please open it and see the book that the three references, that are relative reference, absolute reference, and mixed reference, and what are the use of these references, how can we use this reference, and how can we apply those references in our Excel calculations to make it easy. Okay, let's start. So first one is relative reference. First we need to know what is reference. The cell address in the formula is known as the cell reference. That means the cell address. Suppose we are now in A4 cell. That means A column, fourth row. The cell address of that particular cell is A4. That is the cell address. Also we can say that the cell address is cell reference. That means same cell address equal to cell reference. We can also say that the cell reference of that particular cell is A4. So the cell address in the formula is known as the cell reference. With references, you can use the data in different parts of the worksheet. There are 3 types of cell references. As we know, first one is relative reference, second one is absolute reference, third one is mixed reference. So what is relative reference? When you create a formula, references to a cell or ranges are usually based on the position relative to the cell. Usually based on the position of that particular cell relative to that cell. When you copy or move the formula to other cells, the reference cell automatically gets changed. Okay, so when you copy that formula, automatically the cell will be changed. The cell reference, the reference cell automatically gets changed when you copy the formula. Like that example given in your book, that is, if the formula in A3 is equal to A1 plus A2, and when you copy the formula from A3 to B3, Excel automatically changes the reference to match the location of cells, that is equal to B1 plus B2. That means when you copy the formula A3 to B3, also the cell references would be changed. That means A1 plus A2 equal to A1 plus A2 will be changed into equal to B1 plus B2. If you change the formula, if you copy the formula from A3 to B3, according cell will be changed, like plus A1 to equal to A1 plus A2 will be changed into equal to B1 plus B2. Okay, so follow the steps. How can you use this formula for copy the formula and use the relative reference of those cells? So first you need to fill up the Excel sheet according to your need. Like here we have the data that is month, sales and expenses. So month from January to June, sales, there are particular number are given for particular month, and the expenses are given also there for particular month. So we need to first fill up those cells. So I am showing you that first you have to write the name of the first month, that is January. So you need to just type the Jan, and then you can also fill up it easily by using fill option. I will show you. I am also using my phone, that where my Excel is here. If you have the Microsoft Excel Office in your phone, you can also practice it from your phone, or if you have your laptop you can also use that. So I am showing you from my phone, that is very easy. You can also practice from your phone. So first you need to type the name, that is first month of the name, the first month, that is January, Jan. Then you just need to select the cell, and you will get the options of the cell, that is comment option, clear option, fill option, edit option. So choose the option like fill option. Just click on that fill option and drag the cell. It will automatically fill the month. Okay, so we need to fill the month from January to June. So just drag the cell. After choosing the fill option, the month name will be automatically fill up with the name of the months, like January, February, March, April, May and June. So these months are already filled in our cells. Now we need to fill up the other particular numbers given here in our book, that is cells. So first one is 100. Next, go to next cell, just click on enter. Second one is 2000, sorry 1000. First one is 1000, second one is 2000, third one is 15,000, fourth one is 3000, next 1900, next 2000. Okay, so these are the data given in our book, and the expenses we need to fill up that column also. Expenses, that is 200, enter 100, enter 300, sorry 300, enter 250, enter 175, enter 275. Okay, so these are the data. Now we need to calculate the relative reference. So how can we calculate the relative reference? Like the steps here are given in our book, that is to copy the formula. So just we need to copy the formula. Select the cell B11 in which formula equal to sum in first bracket B4 colon B9. That means we are going to sum of the data from B4 to B9 cell. So first we need to write the formula in B11 cell. Okay, you can write in another cell also. Just choose the cell number, that is B11. Now we are in here B11 cell, write the formula. Okay, so start, every formula will be start with a equal to sign. So just write the formula equal to sum the function is sum. Here we are using sum function, and then write the cell number with the parenthesis, within a parenthesis. Select the cell that is B4 and drag the cell up to B9. Okay, you can see when you just select the cell, it will automatically come into your formula. That is, here you can see the formula, that is B4 is already here, and when you just drag the cell, it will automatically fill up the range. That means B4 to B9. Suppose we are now in B4, and just drag the formula, drag the cell. Okay, I am showing you once again. Sorry. So just select the cell that is B4 cell and just drag the cell up to B9. It will fill up from B4 to B9 all the cells. Okay, yes, so you can easily choose the numbers of every cell by using B4 to B9. Okay, so our formula is complete. Just click on the copy button. Okay, so just select the cell that you want to copy. That means the cell number B11, we need to copy the formula. Where is the formula? Is here in cell number B11. You can see the formula in the formula section. Equal, that is equal to sum within parenthesis B4 colon B9. That is the range we need to copy that formula. So just click on that cell and you will get the options, that is cut option, copy option, paste option, comment, clear, fill, edit. All the options are given here. You just need to select the copy option. Just click on that copy option. That cell address, that means the cell formula, will be copied, and select cell C11. Select cell C11. Select the cell that is C11. Click on the paste button. Just select the cell C11. You will get the options cut, copy, paste. Just select the paste option. Here you can see the option, that is a clipboard with a paper, that is the paste option. First one, that is like a scissor icon, that is cut option. Middle one is copy option, and the last one is paste option, cut, copy, paste. These are the options. You need to select the paste option from that options that are given here. When you click on that cell, just click on that paste option. Okay, so that means the formula that we have written in B11 cell, that is equal to sum in bracket B4 to B9, that is accordingly changed when we copy the formula from B11 to C11. You can see we just copy the formula from B11 to C11, and the according range is also changed, that is from C4 to C9. Previously that was B4 to B9. You can see in that cell the formula was equal to sum B4 colon B9, and then we have the copied formula equal to sum C4 to C9. So this is the process. How can you copy a formula from one cell to another? That is also called relative reference. Note that C11 has the cell reference from C4 to C9 instead of B4 to B9. Okay, you can easily copy the formula. So this is the process. How can you select the cell and copy the formula? That is the first one, relative reference. Okay, next one, that is absolute reference. That means absolute reference is used when we do not want to change the address of the cell on copying the formula to another cell. On copying the formula to another cell. Absolute reference is used when we do not want to change the address of the particular cell. That means we need to fix that particular cell address. When we need to fix that cell address, we use that absolute reference. To make absolute reference for a formula, you just need to put a dollar sign before the column and row number. Just add dollar sign before the column and row number, like equal to $A $1 plus $A $2. That means the cell number A1 and A2, A1 plus A2, the cell address will be fixed. That is called absolute reference of the cell. That means we need to just put a dollar sign before the column and before the row. Is an example of absolute reference. Let us calculate the incentive at the rate of 10% on monthly sales. Okay, so we have the sales, monthly sales data given here and the expenses also given here. We just need to calculate the incentive at the rate of 10% on monthly sales. So first write the data, that is 10% on D1 cell. Okay, so just type 10% in cell number D1. Okay, choose the cell number, that is D1, and type the data, that is 10%. Okay, 10 and percent. So just write the data in cell D1. Click on the cell D4. Now we are in D4 cell. Type equal to B4 into $D $1. That means the particular cell $D $1. That means the data of the D1 cell, that is 10%, will be absolute reference of that D1 cell. So we just need to make that cell reference absolute. Just put a dollar sign before the column and before the row, $D $1. So every sales will be multiplied with that particular cell. That means B4 into D1, B3 into D1, B5 into D1, B6 into D1. We can easily calculate the incentive amount by using that particular cell D1 where we have the 10% data. Just we need to multiply that data with every cell by making that cell absolute reference. Okay, so the cell D4 displays the value 100. That means when you just write the formula, you just need to write the formula, that is equal to B4 into $D $1 in that particular cell. Choose that particular cell, that is D4 cell, and write the formula equal to B4 multiply with that particular cell, that is $D $1. You can see easily that cell is selected. $D $1, that cell is selected here, that is absolute reference of that cell. So the cell D4 displays the value when you just click on that right sign. Just click on that right sign, you will get the value. You can see the value is 100. So the cell D4 displays the value 100. The first cell address has no dollar sign. The first cell address has no dollar sign, so it is relative reference, and the second cell address is fully absolute. Therefore, when the cell is copied, the first one will change the reference in the new location, but the second will remain the same. That means when you drag that cell, when you want to fill that cell, you just need to drag that cell from D4 to D9. All the calculation will be done. So the particular cell D1 that we have, make that cell absolute cell by using dollar sign $D and $1. That particular cell will not be changed, but the first one will be changed. So therefore, when the cell is copied, the first one will change and reference in the new location, but the second will remain the same, that is $D $1. So now just copy the formula. When the pointer changes to a copy pointer plus symbol, drag the selected formula to the rest of the cells. So just select the cell, you will get a plus sign in the corner, bottom corner. So just need to drag that plus sign, or just need to drag that particular cell up to D9. Okay. Now copy the formula when the pointer changes to a copy pointer plus symbol. Drag the selected formula to the rest of the cells. Okay. Okay. So you need to first select the cell, and then you will get the option, that is fill option. Choose the fill option and then drag the cell. It will automatically calculate all the calculation. So now you can see the values that we have: 100, 200, 1500, 300, 190, 200. So that is our relative values that we have calculated by using absolute reference with a value that is 10% of the cells. 10% of the cell. You can also use F4 function key from your keyboard when you are using the keyboard, and when you are doing that from a laptop or desktop, you can also use the F4 function for fill up from your keyboard. Okay, so you can also select the cell and fill that cell by dragging, and you can also type F4, press F4 from keyboard. Okay, that is our absolute reference. Next we need to calculate the actual expenses. So when we are using the relative reference and absolute reference together, that will make a mixed reference. So it is a combination of relative and absolute reference, that is called mixed reference. In this type of reference, either row or column has to remain fixed, that is $A1 plus $A2, $A1 plus $2 is an example of mixed reference. That means the first one, that is $A1, that means the column is fixed but row is not fixed, and plus $2, that means the row 2 is fixed. First one, the column is fixed, second one, the row is fixed. So here we use the mixed reference, that means Either row or column has to remain fixed. $A1 plus dollar plus $2 is an example of mixed reference. Like here is an example given here. Let us calculate the actual monthly expenses. So how can we calculate that? Type 50 in cell D2. Okay. So write the number in cell D2, that is 50. Okay. So put the number, that is 50, written in B2 cell. Click on the cell E4. Now we need to calculate the actual expenses. So we need to write the formula in first E4 cell. That is, what is the formula? Equal to $C4 minus $2. That means the first cell, that is $C4. $C means the column. The column C, that will be fixed, but the row, that means 4, 5, 6, 7 will be changed. Row is not fixed. So $C4. Okay. So just write the formula equal to $C4. That means the first column C will be fixed but row will be changed. Then minus D. Column D is not fixed. D $2. That means that particular cell D $2 will be saved, will be absolute. That will be fixed 50. We need to calculate all the actual expenses by minus 50. So you can calculate the actual expenses of other cells by dragging the mouse pointer to rest of the cells when pointer changes to a copy pointer symbol. So now just you are in that cell. Okay. So you need to just click on that right sign. You will get the data. The data is 150. Now copy the cell when you get the fill option. When you get the fill option, choose that fill option and then drag the cell. Okay. So just choose the fill option. You will get the mouse pointer to drag the cell. Dragging the mouse pointer to rest of the cells and you will get the all data. Okay. So I am just dragging from E4 to E9. It will give us the same result. We need not to fill up. We need not to apply the formula again and again. We just need to fill the cell by using fill option and it will provide us the calculation. All the values are given here. Just we have calculated by using that cell D2. That means every cell will be minus by 50. Now that means C4, that means we have the value 200 minus 50, that is 150. Next cell C5, 100 minus 50, that is 50. 300 minus 50, that is 250. 250 minus 50, that is 200. 175 minus 50, that is 125. 275 minus 50, that is 225. We have the values that we have calculated by using the mixed reference of column where we use the formula that is $C4 minus $2. That is a mixed reference where we use the relative reference and absolute reference. So it is very easy to calculate by using mixed reference with relative reference and absolute reference. Okay. Next we have the cell reference of another worksheet. So how can we use something from one sheet to another sheet? Cell reference of another worksheet. You can use the cell reference of one worksheet in another worksheet. This can be done in two ways, using copy paste option and using sheet reference option. So you can just copy something from cell from sheet 1 to sheet 2, just copy and paste, and you can also use sheet reference. You can also choose sheet 1 from sheet 1 and then copy it where you need in sheet 2. So copying, using copy paste option, how can you use cell reference? So what are the steps we need to follow? First one is click on the sheet 2 tab and enter the data as shown in the figure. So we need to just create another sheet. So just click on that sheet option given here below. Click on that sheet option. You will get the plus sign here. So just click on that plus sign. You will get another sheet. Okay. Now we are in sheet 3. So this is a new sheet where we can write some other data, and first we need to write the data. Okay. Okay, then fill up the month with name. First we need to write the first name of the month, that is Jan, and then select the cell. You will get the fill option, choose the fill option, and then just drag the cell and you will get all the name of the month, January to June, January, February, March, April, May and June. So it is very easy to fill up the name of the months. Next we need to fill up the amount of the salary. Okay, January, that is 20,000. So write down the data here in that cell, that is B4 cell. Then write the next data, that is 35,000. Next cell, enter. Next cell, 25,000. Next cell, 27,000. Next cell, 46,000. Next cell, 32,000. Okay, so we have already filled up the data. Then we need to use the cell reference. Click on the sheet 1 tab. Now click on the cell B11. Okay, so just go back on cell 1, that is where we are doing those calculation. Here we use the sheet 2 because we are doing that calculations, all the calculations in sheet 2. So just now click on the B11 cell, that is here B11 cell, where the sum function is used. You can see the function equal to sum B4 colon B9, that is already written here. So just copy the formula using Ctrl C. When you are using your keyboard, you can just copy the formula by using Ctrl C, or you can also choose the copy function from your phone. Okay, so that particular formula will be copied, and then click on the sheet 2 tab and click on the cell B11. Okay, so just we need to go back to sheet 3 where we enter those data, then select the cell B11 and paste the formula. Okay, so just click on that formula. You will get the options, cut, copy, paste. Just need to select the paste option, or you can also type Ctrl V from your keyboard. Okay, so you will get the data. That is our data that we have calculated by using cell reference from another sheet. From sheet 1 we copy the sum function and we just need to paste that formula in next cell, in another cell, in sheet 2 or here in sheet 3. So that is our using copy paste option, we can use the cell reference from another one sheet to another sheet. So it is very easy. Next, how can we do it another way? Using sheet reference, we can also do that. That means it use sheet number, exclamation mark and cell address. For example, sheet 1 exclamatory D4. Let's try to use the sheet reference. That means click on the cell C4 of sheet 2. Okay. Now click on that cell C4 cell. Type equal to B4 plus sheet 1. Type equal to B4 plus sheet 1 D4. To add the incentive amount of cell D4 of sheet 1 with salary of the cell B4 of sheet 2, press the enter key. Type equal to B4 plus sheet 1 D4. Sheet 1 exclamation D4. That means we need to type the formula here equal to B4 cell, that where we are writing the formula, that is B4 cell plus, go back to sheet 1, sheet 1 D4. Okay, sheet 1 D4. Okay, so when we just select the cell, it will automatically show you the formula. To add the incentive amount of cell D4 sheet 1 with salary of the cell B4 of sheet 2, press the enter key. So just now click on that right sign. You will get the data that 20,000 plus 100 from previous sheet 2, from D1 cell. We just select that cell and sum of that cell, that is 20,000 plus 100, it will show you the result 20,100. You can calculate the total salary for other cells by dragging the mouse pointer to rest of the cells when pointer changes to a copy pointer symbol. You can also select the cell. When you get the copy pointer option, just drag the cell, or you can also choose the fill option and then just drag the cell. You will get the data. Okay, that is our cell references using sheet name or sheet number. Using sheet, we can also select cell reference. So it is very easy to calculate data from one sheet to another sheet. We can easily calculate by using cell reference or copy paste option or sheet reference. Okay, so we get the data, that is here we have the 20,000, 35,000, 25,000 in sheet 3, and we add the data from sheet 2 from cell number C4 to C9, that is 200 in C4 200, C5 100, C6 300. We just add those data with our salary, so it will give you the result. Sorry, from D1. Okay, yes, right, yes, D cell. From sheet 2 we select the D cell. Yes, column D, row 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We select that cell, that is D4 to D9, 100, 200, 1500, 300, 190, 200. That value will be added with the salary in our sheet 3. Yes, you can see the data given here. We have calculated by using sheet 2 cell D4 to D9. Okay, that is our using sheet reference. Now we have some common functions or common things that we can do. We can also rename our sheet according to our need. So it is very easy. How can you rename a sheet? Right click on the sheet tab, or just click on that sheet tab, that is when you are using it from your mobile phone. Just click on that sheet name. You will get the option, that is rename option, color option, duplicate, hide, move, delete sheet, etc. So if you want to rename that sheet, just click on that rename option and write something on that space. It will rename the sheet. Okay, so I am writing +7 here. So the sheet name will be changed from sheet 3 to +7. Okay, so you can see the sheet 3 is renamed with +7. Sorry, here is a spelling mistake. Yes, so this is a rename option. Next, right click on the sheet 1. How can you change the color of the sheet tab? So just right click on that sheet name and you will get the option, that is color option. Okay, choose any color. It will give you the color tab on your sheet. So it is very easy. Next we have the functions. So functions are pre-designed formulas in Excel to perform simple and complex calculations. Functions eliminate the chance to write wrong formulas. They accept the arguments and return values. So these basic functions are already given here in Excel. You can also use those functions. Arguments are input to functions which accept values as numbers or text, etc. The values are given within parentheses. Return values displays the function output. Rules to enter a function. How can you use that function? All Excel functions must be begin with the equal to sign. I have told you in first class that in Excel, when we are writing a function or formula, it will always begin with a equal to sign. Function name must be a valid Excel name, that is sum function, average function, max function, mean functions, all the functions that are valid in Excel. So we need to select those names from valid Excel name. Those are already valid in Excel. Function name must be followed by opening and closing parentheses. So when we are writing the formula or function, must write the cell address with a parenthesis, within a parenthesis, opening parenthesis and closing parenthesis. Parentheses contain arguments within it. For example, we are using sum function, so we just need to write the function like this. Start with the equal to sign, equal to in capital sum, within parentheses A1 colon A5, that means the cell column A and row 1 to row 5. Column A, row 1 to row 5, that means A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, all the cells will be selected. When we are writing the cell number like this, colon A1 colon A5, all the cell will be selected. So just you need to write the formula like this, equal to sum colon in parenthesis A1 colon A5, using the average function. Okay, so how can you use that average function? Click on the cell where you want to place the average of value. Let us say 65, sorry, E6 cell. Okay, okay, first you need to write the data which are given here in our book. Okay, so I have already written those data that we have in our book, that is a mark sheet of student progress report card, where we have the name of the student and the marks, oral marks and written marks. So you can also fill up the row color. Okay, so I have already filled that row color, that is marks row. I have filled with yellow color. Now I am showing you how can you fill up that row with some fill color option. So just you need to select the cell from where you want to color it. Okay, so I just want to color it from A to E. You will get the fill color option. Here in the bottom you can get the fill color option. Here just tap on that fill color option, you will get the colors. Okay, so just click on any color, it will fill the cell. So we have filled those colors here in cells. Now you can also merge okay. Now we need to calculate the average function. So now we need to calculate the average function. So what we have to do, click on the cell where you want to place the average of values. Just click on that cell. Suppose we need to calculate the average from in E6 cell. Okay, so just click on that E6 cell and write the function. Type equal to sign and function name, that is average. Okay, so just type the function, that is equal to, then average, AVE, yes, average function. Just select the function and then write the cell address. Then that is the open parenthesis symbol, it will automatically come. You want to calculate the average of values of the range C6 to D6. Okay, C6 to D6. Click on the cell C6 to define the starting cell of the range. Then the cell address C6 will appear within parentheses. Drag the mouse pointer to cell D6. Okay. So just click on that C6 cell and drag the mouse pointer to D6 cell. Okay. You can see automatically C6 colon D6. Those two cells automatically selected in the function. Formula bar or the cell C6 will display equal to average in within parenthesis C6 colon D6. Type the closing parenthesis symbol, that is here, that is closing parenthesis symbol. Then just press the enter key from your keyboard or just click on the right sign from your mobile. It will display the calculated value. Okay, so we don't need to add the parenthesis, it will automatically come. Then just click the right sign or just press the enter key from your keyboard. You will get the value. Here it is 77.5. Okay, so it is very easy to calculate the average function. Then you can just drag the cell, it will automatically give you the calculated result of every cell. So just click on that cell, you will get the option fill option, choose the fill option and then drag the cell. It will provide you the calculated result. Okay. C6, D6, C7, D7, C8, D8, all the calculate value will be provided in that particular cell when you just drag the cell. So it is very easy to using average function. You have also the other functions here: sum function, average function, odd function, int function, round function, exp functions, square root function, power function and mod function. So just click on that those functions, it will automatically come and you can use those functions. Next we have the common functions, that is max function, min function, count function and today function, where we can get the today's day, month and year, today's date and today's time also. So just write the function, that is max function. Okay, so suppose we are just here in C6 cell, choose all the cell and okay, first you need to type the max function. So suppose we want to calculate the maximum number from these cells. So just write the function in a particular cell. We are writing the function in C14 cell. So just write the function, that is equal to max in capital, max function, then choose the cell address. So suppose I am choosing the cell address C6, then drag the cell, all the cell will be selected, then just press the enter key or just click the right sign and you will see the maximum number of those cells. So now it is 97. Here you can see that is the maximum number. You can easily find that maximum number. In as same you can also find the minimum number. So just need to find the minimum number. So write the function here in D14 cell equal to min function, min function and within parentheses select the cell, drag the cell and click on that right sign. You will get the minimum value, that is 60. Okay, that is min function. Now today function. So just you can in any cell just write the function, that is equal to today first parenthesis, second parenthesis. That means opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis. So just write the formula here equal to today. Okay, so it will provide you the today's date. Today, closing parenthesis, opening parenthesis. Press enter, it will show you the today's date, that is 17/6/2021. Okay, that is our today's date. And if you want to just show the time, so just you need to write the function, that is now function. Okay, so just write the function equal to now, NOW, now. Here is the function, press the enter, it will show you the time of now. Now what is the time, it will show you. Okay, so when you just okay, so this is the cell. The cell is quite smaller, so you need to just merge the cell, then it will show you the today's date and time. Okay, so you can see it is very easy to calculate the today's date and time. So just you need to use the function today function or now function. Okay, so today's video is complete here. It is a complete video lecture of reference, types of reference, cell addresses, that is relative reference, absolute reference and mixed reference, and then the other functions that we can use in our Excel sheet. How can we use another sheet by using copy paste option and sheet reference option, and then the sheet color, sheet rename, and the other functions, and today function, max function, min function and now function. So we have completed our chapter. So you need to just practice on your own all the things. You can also practice it from your mobile. I am showing you from my mobile, so it is very easy. You can also practice it from your mobile or your laptop. So do practice and read the chapter very carefully. We have completed the chapter. In our next class we will discuss the question answers. Okay, Hare Krishna.